we'll work together and we'll get things done.
That is Randy McNally, Lieutenant Governor of Tennessee, and he has now sparked headlines. Anti-LGBTQ Tennessee Lieutenant Governor McNally comments on racy Instagram pics of young gay male. Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally faces criticism for comments on young man's mature Instagram photos. Quote, McNally, who was married to a woman, commented under a number of the man's not safe for work photos with compliments like love it, super look, and a clapping emoji. Under this photo, the young man showing his butt crack, the lieutenant governor wrote, Finn, you can turn a rainy day into rainbows and sunshine. Lieutenant Governor McNally has spent much of his life in Tennessee legislative politics. The 79-year-old was first elected to the State House 45 years ago, and through the years, he has not exactly been an admirer of LGBTQ rights. In 2011, McNally voted for legislation to prohibit the discussion of any sexuality but heterosexuality in schools. He voted in 2021 for a bill to keep transgender students from using the bathrooms that correspond with their gender, which Republican Governor Bill Lee signed into law. That same year, McNally voted to ban transgender students from playing on school sports teams for their gender, which Lee also signed into law. This year, Tennessee enacted a law that bans gender-affirming health care for minors and bans public drag performances. So, is the Republican lieutenant governor a hypocrite? Well, it certainly seems that way, and McNally and his staff are now confirming the posts are accurate. The lieutenant governor spokesman said McNally is a prolific social media commentator, and the spokesman added, quote, trying to imply something sinister or inappropriate about a great-grandfather's use of social media says more about the mind of the left-wing operative making the implication than it does about Randy McNally. McNally himself has now told reporters in Nashville, I try to encourage people on my posts. I have friends that are gay. I don't feel any animosity towards gay people. I think that's fairly clear. Still, McNally's legislative record is also clear. And when the 20-year-old man he connected with on Instagram was told McNally's political and legislative history, that man, Franklin McClure, said he was disappointed. McClure said he did not know McNally when the politician sent him a friend request a couple of years ago when McClure was a teenager. McClure also says his Instagram posts have changed over the last year into more mature content. McClure said that beyond the hearts and flames from Lieutenant Governor, the two had exchanged private messages, but McClure said he wanted to keep those private. In any case, the controversy is already having an impact at the state capitol, with normally talkative lawmakers in both parties suddenly clamming up. And state Republican leaders in the House and Senate, who normally hold news conferences on Thursdays, canceled their appearances on this day in front of the media. Obviously, Republicans are embarrassed. But let's be clear, the embarrassment should be over the lieutenant governor's hypocrisy, not McNally's sexual orientation or desires. If Randy McNally wants to comment on and encourage risque pictures of any kind, that's fine. Whatever floats his boat is no threat to the rest of us. But it would be refreshing if McNally and his Tennessee Republican Party would stop the hate and treat everyone in the LGBTQ community with respect. Instead, Tennessee Republicans have made hate their number one legislative priority. And that priority is especially remarkable given outcomes in Tennessee that place the state near the bottom of the nation on issues including poverty, violence, health, education spending, and so much more. Tennessee would be better off if it focused on tackling those issues instead of trying to demean and diminish the LGBTQ community. Lawmakers should just accept and support everybody. Use the lieutenant governor's Instagram approach as a role model and align policies with the heart emojis and desire for sunshine and rainbows. I know, maybe that's asking for too much from Tennessee Republicans. By the way, in Washington, D.C., Republican and Democratic leaders are now united in their criticism of Fox's Tucker Carlson. Carlson has been trying to rewrite the history of January 6th, and that's prompting some fierce reactions.
It was a mistake, in my view, for Fox News to depict this.
To say January 6th was not violent is a lie pure and simple.
Check out that video at the link below. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.